So everybody's saying the snap was high. The action gets it down. I heard Buckner, he was talking to uh, Darren about some of it. He felt like he rushed it. Now look, I want you, let's go back a little bit. Okay. I want y'all to notice something here. All right. On this action, he's planting his leg. Okay. His follow through. Okay. We'll look at this one and look at the other one and see if y'all can tell the difference. Okay. All right. So we'll run through this first one. Now, is this the second one? Okay. So I don't know if y'all can tell the difference, trained eye, but for me, when I'm watching this, the very first one, okay, his miss, his he gets his plant leg down, but his follow through, he didn't get his leg up as vertical, okay. As horizontal, he doesn't get it up high enough, and when he goes to his follow through, he comes more across his body as opposed to getting it, kicking it through and then across. Okay, all right. That calls for the miss to the left. All right. He's actually, when he's coming, he's not coming all the way through the kick. He's already starting to tail in on the follow through as opposed to going up and through. All right. I know it's kind of hard maybe to go slow this down. So watch where his legs, okay? See how high his kick is, okay? So that's as low it is. Now he comes across. Y'all see that? All right? Good, okay? Good, Marcus, how you caught that, all right? Which causes him almost to go down to his knee, right? The one thing he had a problem with before. Because he's coming close across his body. He's going to come across his body anytime in a follow through. But if his leg's not up high enough to kick through this, it's a follow through, right? Okay. Now let's go to the next one. Shanks it all the way to the left, right? And it is almost like golf. Golf is all about follow through. You can let the club do the work. And watch how high his leg gets up on this, and then he'll finish with the follow through. See if y'all can tell the difference. It's a little subtlety. See how high that leg goes up now? Now that's the height of the leg finished with the follow through. Now he still comes back across his body, but the height of his foot coming through is what carries it straight, right? And sometimes, it depends on where you're at. You might have to manipulate your swing, just like golf or anything else, right? It's your follow through. But you see how he's more upright. He's not going down now. He don't have to go down to his knee because he's not coming across his body as fast as he did the first time. He's not off balance. It's the follow through, leg getting up there higher, and then he's following through. Okay, if that makes sense. Okay. So these things we used to work on, like in special teams, like we would go, like, you got to work through your follow through. That's why when you come out, when you chip shotting, you're doing all your stuff over there. Your mechanics are the same. It's always the same with your mechanics. Okay. Leg, you want to get it almost the same height. Punt, it's the same thing. Get almost the same height. It's still the same follow through. All right. Now, if you want to manipulate it with a little bit more spin, if you want to manipulate with a bit more power, you could do those things. Okay. Same thing with if you're trying to corner kick or these, like, there's different ways you can do it. Different places you can come off the foot to make the ball go in different areas in different places. And I learned a lot of this, man, when I became a special teams coach, just and going over it. Well, shoot. But that little bit, as you can see, And you watch all his other kicks, that's how he finished all the other kicks was like that. Hey, man, get that, still feeling with that leg, come all the way through, now come over. We know that's your follow-through, your swing. Same thing like golf swing, when they tell you got to get your shoulders, it's like that line, okay? That swing. If anytime you coming across your body, anything like that, you best believe, man, hey, you're gonna do something with the ball. So,
well, it's interesting nuggets there. And I mean, I love that you have the whole special teams coach expertise, JD. That's great stuff. When I look at that, I'm not even noticing the leg going up or whatnot, how high it goes up. So that's good stuff.
Oh, Jazzy D said, I've been saying this roundhouse versus vertical action for 3 weeks. Have you? Oh, good catch, man. Good catch on it. And Jazzy, I had to look at it and I was like, daggone, look at this. He's not coming all the way through vertically on the kick. Now, the plant leg, his plant looks pretty solid, okay? Looked like he's playing with a lot of power, which is fine. You know, and that is something, barbershop, which it could, but it looked like his plant leg was fine. Because even if he's standing, because let's say you slip off your plant leg. If you get your leg all the way through, you might still be able to get that leg up just for the follow through, just enough to kick it in. But it can definitely have something to do with it. But man, that vertical and coming across, Jazzy D, absolutely, man. Great catch on that. And I seen this, I'm like, daggone it, look at this. And everyone he finished up, I seen it. I was like, yep. Definitely Deshaun. Much taller. Yes. Vertical in his whole body language and stuff. The first one, he was low. That's why it was almost like he was going back down on his knee. I'm like, look at him. He almost wanted to go to his knee. He almost couldn't help it because he was coming across his body because he wasn't tall enough. It's a good way of saying it. I like that. Much taller through the second kick too. Better follow through. Keep his head down. Didn't cross over his plant leg from a holder. Okay. Yeah. So, yes, sir. So, yeah, you can see it. And his body's upright. That's another thing you see it, like you said, he's much taller than it, the body upright. But he's come through, man. Definitely. So that first one, man,
We've talked about it before, and JD kind of mentioned it when you talk about special teams. Is it time to not panic, but is it time to worry about Harrison Butker for the standpoint of week 1, week 2, week 3? We've seen different things happen over the season so far. Week 1 was like, okay, it was week 1 of the season. Now week 2 comes. Week 3, it's like, okay, 23 weeks. But at this point, 6 weeks in, and that kick, it was one of the uglier misses I think I've seen over the last maybe few years. Definitely the ugliest Butker miss of his Chiefs era. I would definitely say that. It looked like a JV kicker in high school. That's what it looked like. It was bad. And I know we have a lot of Butker fans. I get it, but Butker has a long history, and we'll always remember Butker for what he did. Right? We're not gonna forget. It's not like forget all he's done for us. But at the same time, it's like we're trying to win now, and missing an extra point here, missing an extra point there. We saw week 1 when he missed the extra point. We had to go for 2 because he missed the extra point. We didn't get to go for 2, and that kind of stuff starts to creep up. And there was a point in this game where it was, I think, it was 20-17, and I was like, oh man, if he made an extra point, we could kick a field goal here and we'd be up by 7. Luckily, we ended up scoring a touchdown there. But still, stuff like that, because he missed an extra point here and there, that just adds up. And you talk about the kickoff last week. It's just I feel like there's just, I don't know what's going on. Sometimes kickers can get the mental funks, and I know we've given him a long leash because of the history that Butker has and also the contract of his.
He deserves it.
100%. But at this point, it's like, okay, can we at least, it would be out of this world to say, maybe sign the kicker just to have a kicker on the practice squad and say, hey, look, you got a guy over your shoulder. I mean, you have someone to look at. I don't know. It was the first time I've seen majority of Chiefs Kingdom go on Twitter and actually say, let's bring in somebody to have just in the back seat with.
No. Okay. No. Look, I think Andy had a great analogy. Okay. When he was talking about, a golfer. All right. And you got to let the guy work through it, whatever it is. Okay. You had him let him keep going out there just work through whatever funk you got going on right now. Okay. Um, I'm wild. I didn't see the kick. Remember, I texted you. I'm like, man, I walk away. What happened? And you said it was like a JV kick, like so he missed it that bad. It was that bad. The kick,
I
like it
heard
wouldn't even.
I heard someone say in the post game that it was a bad hold. I heard there's talk of that.
People are here saying on Cole's channel he said it was blocked, but it was not blocked.
No, I don't think it was blocked. Someone said on Twitter, I'm trying to find it now, that Mahomes alluded to it being a bad hold. I don't know why Mahomes would be talking about that in a post game presser anyway, but yeah, I'm trying to find it now, but I can't find it.
Let me say this real quick. Let me finish out without just bringing in the kicker is not going to change Harrison Butker. That's not going to give any type of incentive to be better than what he is, right? I mean, he's been doing it for a long time. I think it's really just the mechanics of him, and maybe he's just overcorrecting. Same thing like you can do in golf. You could just bring your wrist over too much. It's like, dad, gone. You're just a little bit off. So you just kind of you work through it, and especially if you're having a win like this, 30-17. And I get it, Marcus, and shoot, you put yourself in a bind and predicament when you're giving up points that you need. You need to have it, okay, and you can't come in worried about somebody that you feel like is automatic, who has been automatic for you all, right? And he deserves that time to go ahead and work through these things to get it to where it needs to be. If it came down to it, Andy would have no problem, no issue to put Buckner in and go ahead and kick a long field goal. He wouldn't. And I think the thing is the short ones, the extra points is really the head scratcher. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a layup. That is literally a layup for a guy like of his caliber. And so I don't know. Maybe it's just the mechanics, if the hole, something like that. But they do need to figure it out. Get out there and practice even more and make sure you work through it. And I think that's all you have to do is just keep going in, keep practicing over and over again, different scenarios over and over again. And I remember that's one thing that we would do. We would work through scenarios to try to get him spooked, okay? Or just a little pressure on him. Like, now you got time and now time. And you just got to kind of work through those things as much as you possibly can. But I think for us, man, we just got to keep giving him the time that he needs to kind of get through this thing,
How I mean, I guess my question is, how long of a leash are you giving Butker? I mean, like,
look, the man's earned it. Suckers done put us in, games that we didn't won off that leg. So he's earned longer leash than a lot of people. That's for daggone sure. They're cool, and all these other people that got replaced. He's earned that long leash. He has. So until it does his end and lose a game, and okay, at the very end or something, and you just out like, all right, well then, I don't think we have that conversation yet. We got to deal with it. We good.
Yeah, I mean, I like the conversation, but I'm also a practical person, and you're not going to replace him with better. So if we're talking about someone I know is a better kicker out there, but they don't grow on trees like that. So like, if you're talking about replacing with someone better, sure, I'm okay with that. But we're not. So the leash is to the end of the year, and if it continues and it's a problem, and we lose like a win or go home game, then yeah, then it becomes a real off-season discussion of, all right, man, time to take a pay cut to get closer to what you are because you're not the league's best kicker anymore, or time to go, and we need to find someone who can do close to what he does at about a quarter of the price. But we're not there yet. It's a long time away. I think he has made a mistake in every game, right?
I think so.
He's either missed an extra point, a field goal, or botched a kickoff in every game this year.
I think you're right.
Yeah, week 1 missed extra point. Week 2 missed a 50-yarder. Week 3, missed a 40-yarder
And an extra point.
And an extra point. Week 4, missed a 50-yarder. Week 5, the kickoff, he went 4 for 4 extra points. And then tonight, the extra point.
Extra point, yeah.
So
yeah.
Jay, you were a special teams coach, and like we always talk about how like sometimes bringing in a guy is good to push a player at another position. Like, oh shoot, I'm looking over my shoulder, like, oh, I see that guy's in the room now. Okay, all right, I need to step my game up. Why is that different for a kicker versus another position? Because it's very mental.
It is. Definitely it is mental, and so some guys may be in certain positions. You could definitely utilize that strategy. But for a guy like who's a kicker, like I said, you just got to let him work through it. Okay, just go through the mechanics over and over again. That's what you have to do. But Buckner, he's more than earned his place in the position here. There's no question about it. So bringing a kicker in, it's like, what are you doing, Matt? If anything, shoot, it might work against you. And then also coming in, who doesn't know the culture? Now he's Shanks McGee. You don't even know who this kid is, right? You just
see him get worse.
Right.
It can get worse.
Get worse. So we know Buck's good from 50 on, and usually the 50 is like the chip shop one. He's like, oh, shoot, that's 50 for Buck. Buck got that. That's good. That's how we were. That's how we've been since he's been here. And so now he's got this little, this spot right now that's going on with him. Hey, man, as a special teams coach, having your kicker, you just have to say, look, man, let's go back over the film, see what we're doing, what's going on with the hold. Do you feel any different? What are you thinking of? And so let him verbalize what's going on, how he missed it. What is he thinking? Are you overthinking it? Did you think you had it? Was a wind off? What was it? Do you need a new shoes? Let's try everything, right? But let's deal with him till the cows come home. That's how I feel.
Did someone touch your kicking tee?
Right. Yeah. Hey, was your suit not tight enough? Do we need to go get you a tighter suit?
Did someone grab your kicking tee in pregame and throw it because you were on their side of the field?
Mm-hmm.
Did someone give you the Tucker treatment? He has the lowest extra point percentage in the NFL, just to say.
And that's more worrisome to me, just because, and I think Barbershop said it, that we are a team that shouldn't have to worry about field goals. Yeah, our game shouldn't come down to a kick anyway, but not with our offense. And that's right, because like we're going to score a lot of touchdowns, and the extra points are coming at lowest percentage as far as extra point wise. That for me is like, sure, I'm not going to be, I'm not going to be mad that he's missing a 50-yard kick. It's a 50-yard kick, like the fact that he was doing that in the past, that's great. He did that, but like, I'm not going to lose sleep that he's missing 50-yard kicks, but I am going to lose sleep over missing extra points, and the game's coming down to having to, we need to make up for that missed extra points. Why we have to go for 2 and not get the 2, and now we're down 3 points. And it's like, that's the stuff that bothers me more than anything, which scares me, because I'm seeing that's where we're seeing more of the concern there with Butker. And that's kind of, like that's the issue that, we could sign, Buffalo Bills are probably going to cut Matt Prater when Tyler Bass comes back. Sign me up, Matt Prater.
Yeah, that or just re-sign Morton Anderson, man. He could probably still nail 35 yards in his sleep.
Yeah,
Morton Anderson, man. They used to help him onto the field, and he would just shoulder shimmy and nail that thing, dude. Automatic, eyes closed. You do the Jordan, eyes closed, dude.
Yeah. So we give him the time to work through it. Hopefully he gets back to where, he's right back on the top of the hill with this thing. Okay. Early on, I think when you look, you can explore some things maybe after the bye, right? The bye, and then everything hadn't worked itself out. Maybe you do say, hey, man, look, maybe we need to have a conversation if this thing keeps happening. But before then, nah, man. Buck, you good, man. We just keep working on it, okay? You all right. You good.
Yeah. I mean, definitely a conversation to have, because every week it's becoming more, different things. And we had someone DM our account to say, "Are you guys think do you think it's a problem now?" And it's like, I mean, no, we never said it wasn't a problem. It's just more like he's earned the leeway to say, hey, like, give him another week, give him another week, give him another week. So,
hey, yeah, I worked through it. Shoot, he was one of the best. So
he was paid like the best. So
yeah,
that's we just like the same way people when this is fair, it's fair, right? People want to dog Juwan Taylor for the penalties and all that stuff. He's a high paid right tackle. Well, Butker's a high paid kicker. We expect the best from Butker as well. So like all positions the same. Hi everybody, thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out the best clips from Chief Concerns. And if you prefer to listen to the show, subscribe and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts.